What do a string quartet, a waterslide park, and a troubled teens home have in common? Stick around and find out.
Today on the Bearded Movie Guy, the Bearded Movie Guy looks at hidden gems, movies that you might not know anything about that are awesome. So enjoy. Brought to you by the Bearded Movie Guy.
Alright, so for my follow-up video to my world hit video of Captain America the Winter Soldier, well, this is actually my third follow-up video, but that's beside the point. I thought I would talk about a few hidden gems that I've watched in the last year or two that maybe you didn't get a chance to see or know about. And since I watched so many movies, I thought I would give you a chance to hear about them. This will be going on, happens from time to time, I don't know, whatever. So first up, a Late Quartet. A Late Quartet tells the story of a group of musicians that have been together for quite a long time, and one of them finds out that he is going to be dying soon and has to leave. That person is played by Christopher Walken. The Walken. I can't do a Christopher Walken impression right now. So I'm going to stab you in the face with a soldering iron. That's about it. That's the best I can do. Love the guy. Christopher Walken. Like, when Christopher Walken shows up in a movie and you don't know he's in it, it makes the movie 10 times better. All of a sudden, Christopher Walken shows up, movie's awesome. Sometimes. Most of the time. But he's just a very particular guy. So he's this aging musician, and he's part of this quartet. The quartet is made up of 3 other individuals. One I don't know the name of. He's a good actor. Don't know his name. But one is Philip Seymour Hoffman, sadly who passed away a little while ago, and Catherine Keener. And those two are married, and the other guy is on the outside. And it's just about their dynamic as they try and move forward and figure out what to do. And it's all about relationships and music and timing. And it's just this really brilliant little film that most people will probably never see. Now this film, here's the good part. It's on Netflix. So if you already have Netflix, you don't have to pay to see the thing. So check it out if you get a chance. I give the movie 4 beards out of 5. Next up on the list is a movie that came out in 2013. It's called The Way, Way Back. This is a stellar cast, stellar movie, great script, great acting, especially from a kid who I've never heard of before. It's the story of a kid who's going with his mom and the mom's boyfriend and daughter to his summer home, and he doesn't want to be there. The boyfriend is played by Steve Carell, and Steve Carell has never been this big a jerk on film. You wouldn't believe how big a jerk he is. You really hate... This is Steve Carell. Everyone loves Steve Carell. I threw a trident at a guy. Where did that come from? That's an Anchorman reference if you don't know. The guy is always usually funny, and he's usually lovable. And in this, he is just a complete jerk. But his girlfriend, who's the guy's mom, does not know it. And so he takes him, drags him to this summer home, and he's miserable. And then he meets Sam Rockwell's character. Sam Rockwell is, in my opinion, one of the better actors working today. He's had a long career so far. He's doing really good stuff. Moon, check that out. It's another hidden gem if you haven't seen it. I'm just going to say, it's awesome. He takes this kid under his wing, kind of sees him and brings him along and gives him a job at this water park that he's in charge of. And he is channeling Bill Murray from Meatballs. If you've seen Meatballs, I've seen Meatballs probably 10 times. My daughters have seen Meatballs about 50 times. After I showed it to them, they wouldn't take it out of their DVD player for a while, so I don't know how many times I've actually watched it. But the character in Meatballs is this counselor who's just so free and happy and just does whatever he wants. Sam Rockwell's channeling this guy, literally. Like, even the movie directors said they were channeling this character. And he is just a guy that encourages this poor kid to come along and break out of his shell and be willing to kind of get out there and experience life. It's got a great cast. Like I said, Sam Rockwell. Toni Collette is the mom. I don't know the kid's name. Hold on. I'm interneting. Hold on. Okay, the kid's name is Liam James. I looked it up on my iPad. This movie is so excellent. It just pulls at your heart. You've seen this kid come through the experiences he does that summer and grow and get more confident about himself and just learn who he is and that he has value. This movie is also on Netflix. It was out last year. Like, this is a brand new movie, and Netflix already has it in the new release section. So check that out. I give it 4.5 beards out of 5. And can't really tell you enough to go see this movie. It's awesome. Lastly, Okay, this movie is going to not be for everyone. It has no explosions. It has not a fast pace. It's all about relationships and troubled teens. But if you can get past all that, or if you can embrace all that, which is even better, getting past it and embracing it, and that's kind of what the movie's about. Short Term 12 came out last year. This movie, I watched it last week, and literally it stopped, and I was like, wow. It's that good. It's about a group home called Short Term 12 for teenagers who have problems, and they're coming in the short term, that's why it's called Short Term 12, to this facility to try and get their problems dealt with. The staff on the floor, the main girl, is awesome. Her name is Brie Larson. I don't really know her. I saw her in Don John the other night, so she's obviously done movies. Apparently she's in Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, but I'm not sure what as. But her character is the main character in the film, really. It kind of all revolves around her, and she's this ultra cool lady who's got all her stuff together in her job. She's great at what she does. She works with troubled teens. She gets them out of bed in the morning, makes sure they do all their homework and all that kind of stuff. She's great at like dealing with them when they're troubled. Great at dealing with them, trying to get them out of being troubled. And she has this really great relationship with one of the other guys there who she's actually with, and they try and hide that from the teens as much as possible. This all changes, of course, when someone moves into the home for short term, and it brings up all these issues she has that she's been pushing down deep as long as she can remember. And it brings them all up because she sees a troubled girl, that she had all those same problems, and all her life starts unraveling before her because she's just been trying to push this stuff back. This movie is so phenomenally good. It just rips you in the stomach. It just holds you. Like I said, it's not fast paced. This looks like, this is what this is. Okay, ready for this? Okay. It looks like a documentary about troubled teens. That's how good the acting is. You kind of get the feeling these people aren't acting, but they're all actors. They're all paid actors. No one was like off the street that they just dragged a troubled teen and was like, act like yourself. No. These are all actors, and it's totally 100% believable. You get lost in the fact that this is not a true story. It's damaged people trying to help other damaged people, and in that, they become better people. This movie I cannot recommend highly enough. I give it 5 beards out of 5. I could give it 6 beards if I could, but that's way too much beards for anyone. Short Term 12, unfortunately, as we speak, is not available on Netflix. Will be soon, I'm sure, because Netflix seems to get everything new anyways, but give it time. That's my reviews for today. Check these hidden gems out. These are little films. I'll do these every once in a while when I see them. When I see stuff that's just, I've accumulated a few things that are a bit older. And just let you know that some things you should watch if you don't get a chance. Because you won't necessarily hear about these films the same way you'll hear about the Avengers, or you'll hear about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or any other Michael Bay disaster film. They're not really disaster films, they're more just films that are disasters because they're not, never mind. Okay, so, thanks for watching. Subscribe. There's a button underneath my video. It's in the YouTube section. So subscribe. I would love you to subscribe. I plan to do a bunch more videos. I'll try and keep the content as good as possible. Hit me up on Twitter, BeardedMovieGuy, and hit me up on Tumblr and all those other things. Facebook, I have a Bearded Movie Guy site. And let me know. Let me know how I'm doing. Comment. And let me know if you're new or if you know me, how I'm doing. Any suggestions? I'm willing. I got a couple good suggestions by a couple people. I'm open. Facebook or whatever. I'm new to this. I'm willing to take your punishment. I'm willing to take my lumps. Tell me what I can do better. If you just want to tell me I'm awesome, I'll take that too. I like that also. So that's it for today. Stay bearded, everyone.
You've been watching the Bearded Movie Guy. Are you going to check out one of his hidden gems? Or are you going to break his little bearded heart? Let us know. Comment below. And you can always follow us on the Facebook, or the Twitter, or the Tumblr, or the Tumblr, that's the never mind, that's not the Batmobile, that's a different Tumblr. And you have a good day, and remember, YouTube safely.